Since when they changed the engine of this thing, this sounds like a Corvette or a Venom or one of them lot. Slowing down sounds the same, but not as you're accelerating. Definitely sounds like a Venom or something, or maybe one of the LM newer ones, a Corvette and the full GT and what have you. Buongiorno! Hola! I think they might pit each other here, them two. Look like they're having a bit of a battle royal going on. Might just bide me time here and see if them two knock each other out. Well, I don't want that leader getting too far ahead, because I won't catch him in his Porsche if he does. I take it you're all levelling up then? We've got one of them special couple of fame days. You've got to take advantage when it's double fame for a couple of days. Right, I better go past these, I'm going to be stuck otherwise. Go and search this bloke in the front, he might already be too far away. If he's in a Toyota, I'll probably had it anyway. Hello to you from Russia. There are an awful lot of players play in Russia, aren't there? Three most popular countries this game's played in has got to be Russia, America and Brazil, I would think. They must have the most players. Not really that many of us, I don't think, in Britain. It's a bit hard. It's a bit of an hard game to play, really, in Britain. You spend all your time underneath an umbrella with one end. Not easy playing a game with the other end. Hopefully it's not going to be laggy today. It was a bit laggy the other day when I recorded it. Or streamed it, should I say. Hello to Holland as well. I'm near London. Not actually in London, but I'm near London. Oh, you just about saved that, lucky boy. There's a Facebook group for Dutch speakers. Are you in that by any chance? It used to be run by Tony Schmidt, but I don't think he runs it anymore. Wow, how slow is this around here? So India, Pakistan, Russia, Holland. Certainly multinational. No matter where you live in this world, we all like going fast in a car, don't we? What time is it in India and Pakistan now then? It's 3:10 in the afternoon here in Britain. Take it Holland's got to be 4:10. Russia are 3 hours different. I don't know if they're behind or in front of Britain though. Can you hear me by the way today? Because I've got my microphone on, but sometimes it doesn't seem to work. And also if it's too loud or whatever, I'll turn it down, or if the game volume is too quiet I can turn that up. Obviously I can't hear my own stream, so that's a bit awkward knowing what levels to put it on. So is the voice level, like with the game level, is that about right, or does one need to go up or down? And also, is the game lagging? Because it shouldn't be, but if I turn the quality of the video up, then the game will lag. It will just stop all the time. So I'm trying to get the levels, you know, as good as I can do them with a mobile device, which is not. It's actually not very easy to get the right level. Thanks very much for that, Dastardly Dan, or Dastard Dylan. It's a bit hard to read while I'm going round corners at 250 kph. This bloke here in front's from Belgium, bit of a troublemaker. You can just see he's no good, can't you? That face. What we having for breakfast then? Don't you worry about me, you just get on there with all your sausage and eggs and bacon and loads of toast, mushrooms. I've got a stale old cake or something knocking about somewhere. I'll be alright, don't worry about me. Oh, them Toyotas, when you're not in one, they are horrible to see. Yeah, 480p is sort of just about watchable, isn't it? If it was say 200, then it's not really watchable. But if I stream it at 1080, which I've done in the past, the stream just stops for everybody. It's too much for both YouTube and Twitch. I think most of you are probably watching this on YouTube, but I know there's a few on Twitch as well. I didn't want to crash in the back of him, then I'd lost even more top speed. I've been told about that elite racer is you have to be level 150. As soon as you hit level 150 you get it. I don't know how true that is though. Do I risk it? Go for it, son. Go for it. Go on. You can do it. Let's have him. Oh, not got enough power, have I? Oh, look, now if slipstreaming worked, I could be right there now. But no. I think that's why I like NASCAR so much on this game, because slipstreaming does work. It's something that should be right throughout the whole game, I think. But it can't be that hard if they've done it on NASCAR. They should be able to do it on all of it, really. You would think, anyway. I'm on Android today. I've streamed this with an iPad 3. But that was some time ago now. I mess about with this all the time. It's one of them. If you get one setting even slightly wrong, the stream won't stay on, or it lags something terrible. The microphone, because it's streamed, is you have to set like a delay up. Because what happens is, I'm coming up to a left-hand corner now, and I'm on the corner right now. Now I don't know how that comes across on the stream, but if you don't set a delay up, then when I said I was on that corner right now, I would have actually have been, you know, nowhere near the corner at the time. Going past Blue Crane now. So setting the delay up took quite a bit of time to try and get that right, that it came up with like the voice synced with the audio, with the video, sorry. No, that team won RRG was just another team that I've made God knows how many teams in over the time. I used that for like a solo team, and then I got asked if I would go and join up with Rob, and I did that with him. But when I left one RRG, that then disappeared because there's nobody in the team, so that team's now disappeared. So I've set up another team because I usually race solo anyway. I've had so many teams trying to you know, people, there'll be 10 people and they'll say, oh yeah, I'm really active, I'll race whatever 5 hours a day. And they race, well, they don't even do one race, most of them. So I don't tend to get involved in that much anymore. You end up just carrying teams, so I don't do that anymore. At least when on the solo ones, you get a target and you know what the target is, and it's up to you whether you hit it or not. And if you don't, then there's only yourself to blame. So I'd rather do it that way, really. So this team I've set up is now called United 7 or something like that. I think I called it Guru's solo team. Or the hard thing about creating a team is normally the team tags have gone. And I don't seem to clear out the teams that are totally inactive, which they should do, really. So you got a team that's called Guru, for argument's sake, and the tag is GURU. Well, there is a team that, but it's been inactive for about a year. Teams like that are inactive. I don't know why I just don't clear them away, really. Like that. That'll be a lesson to you. I don't think I've seen the last of him somehow. I don't know, he's dropping back quite a lot, hasn't he? I've got a cup of tea over there, and I don't know, I want to drink me tea. But if I reach over and get it, I might crash. But drinking tea, if you're British, is one of the most important things you've got in your life. I'm going for it. Ah, that's better. That's better. I needed that. Wim van der Diddley Donker. Something like that, anyway. Oh yeah, my driver level went up to 425 on the last level up this morning, and I now get 54 gold for each level up, which is pretty nice. I think it'll probably take me 3 of these 10 lappers to level up again. I want to level up again another 2 times today. One person was active in Guru during our... Oh, well, who was that? I don't think it was a bloke whose team it was. Because I spoke to him, I think he's Italian. And his actual name is... like Guru is his middle name or something. And that's obviously why I had the name. And he used to play Real Racing 3 a lot, he said, but he don't play it anymore. It is so hard getting a team with active players in it. There's very few teams where you get active players. I think if you're in a team with 6 active players, you're doing well. I don't mind referring anyone to 2RRG. I know Demon from Latvia, or Yanis. Yeah, it's Yanis. He was trying to get that team together. And he ended up with, I looked there was a couple of good players he had in that, because I said to him about joining with 1RRG, and between the two of us we'd have had about 7 or 8, you know, players. It would have made a decent team. We, you know, with them 8 we'd get probably top 100, and obviously only 8 players, where you get the prize of say 500. With 8 of it, or say 10 of you, it's worth 50 gold each. But if you're in a group of 20 and there's only 10 of you doing anything, the other 10 are just, they're not worth having. Yanis was banned? What for? When I looked, there was a couple of oh, hello to you, Mr. Frenchman. I don't know what that actually means. Bonjour tout le monde. No idea what that means. Hello. Tout le monde. I don't know what that means. Tout le monde. I'll go for tout, I think is you. You the probably dickhead or something, I suppose. And you'd be right. Actually, I think that, I don't know what your name is, Dayu de Para. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I've gone straight across the corner there. You're I think you was one of the good scorers when I said to Yanis about we should join up, but he didn't want to. He wanted to carry on doing as he was. Because ideally I'd like to be in a team of say 10 players, but them 10 players do actually put effort in. Not you know, I've been in so many teams now that you get 10 players and then there's me and maybe 1 or 2 others are putting an effort in, and then the other 7 don't even move, and then they get the hump when you kick them out. What's he got banned for anyway? March the 3rd, that's another month. What's a month now? I didn't even know he'd been banned, to be honest. I'm surprised he got banned. What would he get banned for? I mean, I'm sure he's never been a hacker. He's never been a hacker, Yanis. But they do ban the wrong people sometimes, don't they? Oh yeah, I'll see up the top. He was banned for currency cheating, but he says he only shifted. What's that mean? To another comp? I know they have definitely banned a few people in the past that shouldn't be banned. I don't always get it right, it seems. What did he have? Do you know what he had? Like, because I'm sure they don't never bother with racing dollars, because racing dollars they're worthless, aren't they? So he must have accumulated too much gold, I would think. Do you know how much gold he had? Gold's a lot easier to come by these days than it ever was before. I mean, that even just logging in every day's worth. I mean, I logged in 2 days ago and I got 60 gold just for logging in. I mean, I've got this game on a few devices. It seems to me you've got to thing is, there was one time where, oh, I can't remember what happened now. I had something with, turn that thing off. They lost one of my cars, and in my progress went something wrong with their cloud save, and it all went wrong. Well, I think I lost about 3 weeks worth of racing, which is quite a lot, really. And you know, if any of you have had any dealings with their customer service, it is nothing short of shocking. Their customer service is absolute pants, isn't it? I'm going to turn the volume down on this because it's the last stream I've done. I quite often get copyright claims for music and what have you. And last time I got one from Walt Disney because there was an advert on here, and it was the copyright come on for Walt Disney and all. It's ridiculous. Anyway, gone off track again, as always. Yeah, so they so they lost my my save from about, I think I'd probably levelled up maybe, I mean this is when I was playing a lot more than I do now. I'd levelled up about 10 times. So and I think there'd been a special event and I lost the car. Oh, so I opened that stupid bloody crap again. So I lost the car as well. And they didn't give a shit basically. They never do though, do they? So at that point I decided that I'd have the cloud save onto a few different devices just in case it goes wrong again. So at least then, because I mean I back up every single day. I back up probably, if I'm on the game a lot, I'll probably back the thing up maybe 5 times in a day. But then at the end of each day I also back that up onto my other couple of devices just in case this, I've had it where a device has gone wrong as well, and then you lose progress that way as well. So for those you don't know, I did actually start the game when it first came out. I got to level 215. I know it was over 200, but about 215, and then I quit the game. And about a month or two after that, I started again. But I started from scratch. I didn't know you could even save your game, so I didn't have a save or anything. So I started again from nothing. But through having a couple of bad experiences with their cloud saves and stuff, I like to have a couple of saves, on my own thing. God's sake, just in case it all goes wrong again. Why is opening up a web page? I must be missing an X, I reckon. Do it again. Where is this crap? Is that it, or is that not it? It's all gone black now, for God's sake. These adverts are a nightmare, aren't they? I ain't got much battery left either. Well, I can see what I'm doing now. So I have to turn the battery down, the screen down, because when I stream on here, I don't need that as well, do I? When I stream on here, it takes up power from the device, and the screen, it ends up just dying after a while. Oh, I might as well skip the thing, mightn't I? It's only one more ad, isn't it? There she is. I'm a new player, give me some stuff. I know she's a good looking bird. He goes, yeah, go on then. Why not? If you was a bloke, you wouldn't get nothing. Makes you a decent bit of stuff. Yep, I'll lend it to you. And she has him right over. Right, where was I then? I put some sound on now. That is stupid. You got to turn the sound. Oh, you got to turn the sound down just so you don't get a copyright claim from somebody on a bloody advert. I think we all need one of them cleaners now, don't we? Can I win in the Audi, I wonder? I ain't sure. I might be able to. I might have to chop a few. Might have to chop a few corners off. Well, I know what a lot of people do when they play these 10 lappers. Most people log out. And then just race as guest and stuff. United 7, that stands for Man United and number 7. Beckham, Cantona, all the boys. Oh yeah, you probably did. Yeah, I've got headphones in so I can't hear them, but yeah, I do live by the sea and there's often seagulls going over here. In fact, look, sometimes if people around here maybe chuck out bread or something, which they quite often do to feed the birds, then you'll get about 200 of the poxy things come in the garden. Till you get old Mr. Grumpy. Mr. Grumpy goes out the back and they're soon gone. I don't really take a lot of notice of them because I've always lived by the water. And what is this lot doing? Is he still next to me? And that little RSR Porsche? Yeah, I don't take a lot of notice of them really. It's sort of something you get used to, I suppose. They're not they're not very big seagulls though. They're only well, I'd call them. Oh, have I cocked this up already? I'd call them medium-sized seagulls. You get some different size ones. If you go down to places like Devon and Cornwall, they're twice the sort of 3 times the size. And places like Scotland, when I go up there, great big seagulls up there. I mean, the seagulls here are, I don't know, just like a normal sized bird. You go up them ones up in Scotland, the seagulls up there got massive big beaks. They look really a bit more powerful than now, but you can just imagine they've got tattoos, they have their sleeves rolled up, big gruff voices. Want to bash you up every 2 minutes, not like our seagulls. Our seagulls are a bit buffy. I hope you ain't going to crash there, Joshua, watching the stream while you're racing. He's going to be bad news, this boy. Well, no, he ain't. Think you got the wrong channel, mate, Raycon. He's on another channel, probably. Oh, Mr. Music Man. He must be a DJ or something in his real life, I reckon. I most certainly am. Funny, all of the Mon cars, it's quite good how to do it on these games because they're how many we got? We've got 3, 6, haven't we? It's amazing really how they all drive differently from each other. If you haven't really got any of these, it's pretty hard to tell, but they're all totally different to drive from each other. It's quite clever really how they do that, considering it's only like on a phone, and you know, a lot of people do slag this game off saying it's a load of old shit and stuff. I think it's really clever how they make 6 cars that are, you would think would be almost identical, and yet they handle totally different from each other. It's a funny old avatar. What the hell's that avatar? Looks like a couple of looks like a bit of a dodgy dinner or something. What sort of dinner you get if you go to a real dodgy restaurant? Costs you about 300 quid for a right load of old shit. Don't you start. There'll only be one loser. You've been warned. Oh, didn't listen. Your own fault. You've got to take advantage of that fame. If you don't do it now, you'll regret it tomorrow. I always regret it the next day I didn't do more, regardless of how many I do. I think my top speed's been damaged already again. Well, not going to be able to tell with that cock up onto that straight. There's a few more. Has anyone taken advantage of some of the offers that we've had? I take it you all got a free Pagani Zonda who haven't already owned that car. When was that out? Yesterday, wasn't it? Don't start sending me messages. It makes my screen go all funny. That'll be Simon. If that's you, you normally watch me streams anyway. How far you got in your Toyota? Write it on here, because I'm not going to get a message while I'm streaming. So I take it you got the Pagani for free then. That is a real nice car, isn't it? I was hoping they might do some discounts on the upgrades on it, but they didn't. I mean, I already got that car, but I still need a few upgrades on it, and they're really expensive. I was hoping to get some discounts on the upgrades, but that never materialised. Yeah, it's a bit funny with you know, if you've already got it, it's like tough, you've already got it, but you'd think they'd give you something else. I hope this battery ain't going. This goes a bit funny like this when the battery's... Hang on. When the battery's almost dead. Brightness, let's turn that down. The battery will be dead in a minute if I don't. I wouldn't be at all surprised this don't cut off. I've done this, I wasn't actually streaming, but yesterday I was on a 10 lapper. And it started going funny like that because the battery was going low, but I was, I thought, oh, I'll be alright to the end of the race. I was on the 10th lap, and I was on going through the S's right near the very end of the last lap, and the device powered off. I was not amused. So far we've had people from Holland, Russia, Brazil. Where else we had? Of course, a message going in here, and they're 12, 13. I wouldn't say a genius. No, it was close on that. I'll show you on here in a minute where it went off. Bearing in mind I was sort of I was racing and right, it was along here somewhere. Where was it? Right, it was around about here, right where I am now. That's where it powered off. And then when it came back on, I started right at the beginning again. So annoying. Oh yeah, India, Pakistan, sorry about that. So India, Pakistan, Russia, Holland, Canada. He's probably still eating his breakfast, the Canadian, I reckon. Never offered me any. What do you mean run out of adverts? Do you mean about for your servicing, do you mean? You can regenerate your adverts, you know, if you run out of adverts. So what do you mean about the advert? Do you mean about for servicing a car, your adverts, and then once you then haven't got any more adverts, you have to wait for the car? Is that what you mean? There, I'll risk going into chase view. I'll try it. Could all go horribly wrong though. Give it a go for a couple of laps. So what view do you tend to drive in then, who's watching this? Do you drive in this view, or the hood view, which I was in before, or maybe even the cockpit view? I would guess most people would drive in this view. Over the years, when I've asked people over the years, this is definitely the most common racing view that most people use. It's certainly a lot less tiring in this view. If you do say, I haven't today, but in the past I've done perhaps 10 of these races, one after the other, and in this view my eyes are a lot less tired than say in hood view or especially cockpit view. It's definitely the most popular view that people race in. So we've got one for hood view so far and one for chase view. People often say to me, it's why don't I race in first person or third person? So I don't even understand what that stuff is. I don't really relate that to kart racing. It's sort of more for things like shooting games and that. I don't even know which one is first person, third person, all that stuff is. I presume this would be third person. Thing is, I mean, I always race in hood view. I don't spend much time at all on that weekly time trial. I only normally do about 3 goes at each lap, and yet I'm comfortably in B. I'm about 100th in the world, I think. And I spend probably 20 minutes a week on it or something at the most. I mean, the real high players, like the top players, will spend countless hours every single day on it. It's like their whole, like where I go round and round Le Mans, or I might spend hours and hours mucking about with customisation or whatever. They spend all their time on time trial, so you know it's good really. There's a load of different options that you can, whatever you like doing, is you know, you can spend your time on it. Over the years, I've probably spent as much time mucking about with customisation as I have racing. You see, like a percentage, my percentage would be probably 60% would be racing, 55% would be customisation, and the other 5% would be, actually it wouldn't even be 5% on time trials. I just find it hard to get motivated to try and get 0.5 of a second quicker on a lap. And you can spend hour after hour after hour, you know, to do it. I can't be arsed with it. So like here, where you've got to sort of get on the accelerator at exactly the right point, because then you've got this long straight down here. So if you get on it at the right point, by the end of this straight, you will gain maybe 0.3 of a second. But if you do that on every corner, then when you add all the corners up, you know, it's a difference of, you know, a few seconds. It's just I haven't got the I just haven't got the desire to do it. I wish I did have really, but there will be a point sometime, I suppose, that I will maybe try and get into Group A, but you've got to have focus and dedication for it. I just ain't got it. I might just not be quick enough. It might be as simple as that, but even to try to do it just to see if you can at one time, I suppose, would be a good idea. This actually don't feel bad in chasing this car for some reason. So what prize do you get for Group D? You get racing dollars for that, do you? I think C is the first one where you get gold prize. But depending where you are in the game, racing dollars are just as important as gold anyway, aren't they? If you've still got cars to buy, then you obviously need the racing dollars. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that quite often when I'm in my solo team and I only go for the gold prize, I ain't interested in racing dollars. Not interested at all. They don't mean anything to me. But quite often when I've got my bonus gold, me or my own, if you like, will come in a position of about whatever, maybe 1,000 for argument's sake. But then at the end of that, I will get something like 2 million racing dollars that are of no use to me whatsoever. So if any of you want to join my team perhaps halfway through in the event and race for a bit, you know, put some effort in just to keep the team in the top 1,000 or whatever, then you would probably pick up maybe 200,000 racing dollars each for that, if any of you want to do that. So it's no use to me whatsoever racing dollars. If I win, sometimes I might win 2 million and I don't even notice it. I can't spend it, so I'd rather maybe one or two of you want to join my team after you know, near the end or something, and then or halfway through, then keep your eye on it and just keep the team in the top 1,000 for not a lot of effort. No, the Lamborghini's not out yet. You can't get it yet. That's not out. I don't know when that's out. Within the next month at some point. I did have it on a list somewhere when it was out, but I don't know where that is. There's probably a few people that have altered the time or something on the game and driving that new Lambo, I presume. They usually are. Oh, here we go. I have it loaded. I knew there'd be one. There's always a few people move the clock about to get it. Yes, Joshua. Yeah, I think March. What's the next special event? Is that the McLaren F1 GTR? I've already got that. So it'll be another limited time series that I'm just going to go for the gold for it. Is that the next event then? The F1 GTR? Is there nothing between, nothing before that? See you, Razza. Enjoy the game. Sure, thanks. I'll probably only need one more race to level up again, maybe. I want to try and reach 2,000 gold today. I don't know if there's a bit much to ask. That F1 GTR is a bit of a funny old car, I think. It's nowhere near as good as the P1 GTR. Who's the hacker? The bloke just gone. I think we all know that. He's obviously moved his clock forward a bit to get that new Lambo. Oh, another race out of the way. That Jimmy Johnson Championship, I've got an idea that's one of them stupid, horrible, load of old shit gauntlet things, isn't it? Them gauntlet, I absolutely detest them gauntlets. I might even not even do that gauntlet. I might just wait and buy the blocks, you think. Them gauntlets, they are just horrible. So, I've got one more 10 lapper to do for the next level up. I don't know whether to jump into something else just to have a bit of a break from it, really. I've only done a few today, but I definitely want to, hang on, if I get 54 for a level up, one more race will take me to a level up which would be 1895. I'd have to level up 2 more times after that today. No, it's the Porsche car in the Gauntlet, the Jimmy Johnson NASCAR, oh, limited time series in Jimmy Johnson Good. What Porsche is in the Gauntlet? Oh, that's that Cayman thing, isn't it? They all drive the same, them Caymans and Carreras and stuff. I don't think there'd be any difference to me, it seems. I might try that. I think I'd go in at McLaren just for a change, I think. And 10 lappers to get. I don't know how many I've done now over the last couple of days. I must have done about, I think I've levelled up about 4 times. Maybe even 5 times. So them 10 lappers I must have done. How many have I done? I don't know, I must have done about 20 of them, I suppose. $59 miles, oh, 59 kilometres. That'll be close whether you beat that or not. I don't think they'll add the Formula 1 because there's a Formula 1 official game now. I don't think they'll be able to do that now. I'll lie you, but I don't fancy my chances of winning. I'd have to go in Cockpit for this one. I'd have to I have no hiccups really. Oh, bit laggy stuff there, that was horrible. When's Formula 1 season start again? Can't be far off. Monaco, now I would love to see Monaco. If you said about, you know, there are going to be 10 new cars or whatever, then even though I've got all of the cars, I don't, I'm not interested really in another car. Quite often when you get a new car, it just seems to be an old car just dressed up in a different livery, it seems to me. I'd love to see Monaco. Tracks are what I'd like. So I mean, that Hong Kong was a new track, but it's not really a very nice track to drive on. 26th of March in Australia. Oops. Oh, so it's only a few weeks' time then. How many, before you go, Dewey, I don't know how you pronounce your name actually, but how much overtakes did you get on the last one? My T now is UTD for United, because I like Man United. So it's UTD 7. My favourite player, David Beckham, my favourite player, so it's United 7. And I think the team name is called Guru Solo Team or something like that. I could maybe have a small team, 3 or 4, well, 5 or 6 players that go for top 100. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, United 7. That's it. Join if you want. I'm gonna probably have Rob with me and Mark, so that'll probably do. God, that ain't many. How comes you only got 1500? Oh, you must have done solo, did you? No, hang on. That is rubbish. That's only about half hour's driving. Why is it so low? Oh, so you only go for the bonus between the whole team then? I did that 2005. Well, that weren't on purpose, was it? Well, where's that kippered? I did 2,500 in about an hour. I then joined Rob's team and did 5,000 in Rob's team. But we weren't going to make top whatever it was 300 between us, so he then went off and joined another team, and I ended up not racing anymore that day. No, I had 2,500 to start with. I then did another 4,500 in another team. But I didn't race half of the event. I only raced a little while. I only raced a couple of 3 hours or something. What car? How comes it took you so long? I was getting between 300 and 350 overtakes per race in the NASCARs, in the Richmond 20 lapper. Because there's one person in 2 RRG that had really good scores every time I looked, and I thought that was you. Is that not you? Yanis had quite good scores, but there was already somebody who had more scores than him, and I thought that was you. So how did you get 450 overtakes each race then? What was your trick to that? I was getting between 300 and 350, but I didn't bother things like dumbing down the bots or anything. I don't do that, but I didn't bother with that because I knew it'd only take about an hour anyway. Even get that pile of crap out of my way. Right, I can't go fast enough in this car now, can I? Because I got crashed, so I'm kippered for that first place anyway. Yeah, I thought it was you because I recognised the name. Well, when you said you was in 2 RRG anyway. So it sounds like you had either the wrong car or the wrong tactics for that overtake in NASCARs. Whereas, is your name Amo? I don't know how you pronounce that name. That looks Irish, is it? The best race to do was definitely a 20 lapper at Richmond. But then I raced just as the races came out with, you know, friends and stuff. And so my opponents were quite strong, whereas if you log out and then get his, you know, lose a few speed snaps and all that old story, you can get some really shit opponents, which makes your score better. So I presume that's what Amo did. I don't know how you pronounce that name. Right, you go away. So is Amo or Amor or whatever it is. I can't pronounce either of them. Right, so what's your trick then? How did you oh, Indian. That looks Irish. So how do you pronounce, how would I pronounce that? Could you like write that in English alphabet, that how it should be pronounced? I'm probably way off the mark with Amo. Yeah, I feel your pain there, Rob. It is. I only had a couple where it wasn't counting, but I do know a few that had several races that didn't count, and it's. I mean, I've had it in the past where I might have raced for say 7 or 8 hours, and I'm on whatever, say 10,000 for argument's sake. Do one more race, and I'm back to nothing. That used to happen a lot when it first came out. That was so annoying. Pre-season rumble. Now I think that's the same one I done. If it's the same one, was it in the Ford? In the 1 minute service car? Was it that one? Well, I ain't gonna reach this target because that knobhead crashed me. I'll get to nearly another lap, which will be about 58. 59 maybe, but it's going to come up a little bit short. All that because one person crashes you. 59.2. Come on, my little gorgeous, you can do it. Ah, first place. Eat it for breakfast. Ah, so that's different from what I did. So you reversed for 1 lap. I reversed for 3 minutes. I tried. Then I didn't block anybody. Yeah, I didn't do that. So your tactics were obviously better than mine for that. Them overtakes. It's always about what you call it. It's all about tactics more than anything else. Bang on 60. What fame am I going to get for that, I wonder? Get up. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, oh, so close and yet so far away, eh? So how did you block them then? Well, you said like you don't use, so you just went backwards for one lap, so you're not going to crash many cars going backwards for one lap, are you? You only would have hit a couple of cars, even if you sort of hit them on a straight and you didn't hit them head on, you'd have hit a couple. Then block every car. So now do you block every car? How does that work? I know most of the time they will blindly drive into the what you call it, into the crash cars already, wouldn't they? So if you I think when I went backwards for about 3 laps, I think I probably smashed up about 10 cars maybe in the 3 laps. But then probably another 10 crashed into them or whatever. But I used to do things like I'd go then forwards and so if there's a car which is disabled, it's on the side of the track, I'd push it out into the middle of the track, that sort of thing. Actually, that F1 GTR thing, is there a right? I haven't been in that for yonks. Oh, there's a thingy there. 6 lap. I don't know if you'd actually win in that thing. No, you wouldn't, would you? Oh, and it's at night, so I won't be able to see a thing in that. Wouldn't see a car. Who'd want to do that sort of race? Endurance, Dubai Oval. That has got to be a nightmare race. Who'd ever want to do that? That definitely ain't a race you'd ever want to do again once you've finished it, is it? I might have a go. I might have a little go at Spa for a change, and I'll have a go in that. I've been in this for ages. I think I've only actually driven this car about 5 times. To complete that series, you have to obviously own both cars, and this one, I think I've done virtually all of it in the P1, which left this just for it's obviously it's his own, you know, you had times rolling in 2 races for its own. I think I only did probably 3 races in it in total. It's a bit of a beast. I might get my arse kicked severely here. That is not the right car to be in up against these. Hang on, wait there a minute. You wait there. I want to level up regardless. It's quite a nice cockpit though, isn't it? It's one of them, it's really fast top speed, but I don't think it's got much grip. It's funny when you see the car specs on this. I mean, this F1 has got so much higher top speed. You would presume, even you know, it's not got long straights like Le Mans. You would think this would still kick the arse out of that, wouldn't you? It's got very little grip. I can see me going off the track here. I've got a premonition already. I wreck 3 cars at once, stay there for the A1 to come round, and some cars brake and the AI drivers get forced to push through and wreck themselves. Yeah, you sound like you've got some really good tactics there. After the BMW. Oh, you shouldn't be reading the chat while you're on a corner. How many times? Times I do that. Go away, will you? Right, after BMW Generations update that included the Hennessy Venom. I've stopped naming tiers. I didn't know that. I thought they'd I thought the tiers were always only numbered. I don't even have any recollection that the tiers were named. Well, the races were always named, but I thought the tiers were always like just tab 1, 2, 3 all the way through to 22, whatever. Alright, Ray on in front of it. Whoa, shall I? Shall I? Whee! Oh, I enjoyed that. That was good. Sandwich. Took them both out. That was brilliant. I enjoyed that. So where's the breaking point for this then? Bugatti Time Limited Series will cost a fortune to upgrade. That I think is the third. It's definitely in the top 5 anyway. I think it's the third most expensive car to upgrade in the whole game, that Bugatti Grand Sport thing. Mine's not fully upgraded either. I've got, don't know how many short, but I know it's several short of upgraded my Grand Sport. It's another car I never use either. They always seem to put that car up against things like the McLaren P1 GTR that you just can't compete with. That Bugatti Grand Sport actually drives quite similar to this. There certainly are some races that you just are in, and this is a typical one of them. You are just in the wrong car. It's a shame they put both of these cars in the same series, really. Because this is, if this was up against like a Guerra and Bugatti Veyron and stuff, I think it would have suited a lot better. Oh, you recovered lovely there, did you? No. Surprising though, you think quite often that you know virtually all there is to know on this game, and then people come out with something and you think, I didn't know that. No one knows everything, do they? Just below the title of the bonus series. I'll have a look when I finish this stupid race that I should never have started. Yeah, I thought the I know the actual race have got a name, but I didn't know the tab itself has got a name. Do you know, if this car was fully upgraded, I think it would still be really, really hard to win. Probably not so bad if you was at Le Mans, because it's got such high top end speed. You probably maybe be able to catch them on the long straights and stuff, which would give you the because you need some form of advantage, and round here that's not round here. Miles away from fourth. Right, just before the bridge that was, and that's too early. Not bridge. The end of the barrier, so it looks like the braking point. So when did they stop that on that last update you said? Just above the 2 or 3 events in a tier. I don't like the sound of this car much. Has anyone here got onto the 10 lapper at Le Mans in the 2014 cars, either the Audi, Toyota or the Porsche, but only got a low PR car? So I know the PR to do the race itself is only 86, but to get to the Le Mans race, the last tier, there's a few races of high PR like 93 and 94, but when I did it, I got through it to that tier, and I didn't have to do the high like the 93 and 94. I missed them out by doing the autocrosses and speed snaps all the way through, and it still unlocked the next tier. So I actually opened that 10 lapper without having to get to the PR 93 or 94 or something stupid. I'm sure I got there on something really low. I'm just wondering if anyone here has got that, the Endurance Kings I'm talking about. If you can do the 10 lapper but you can't complete the series because your car isn't high enough upgraded, and if that is the case, what is the PR of your car that you race that 10 lapper Le Mans in, but you can't complete the series? I'd be interested to know, because Simon seems to think he has to get a PR of 94, and I'm sure that isn't the case. It never was when I done it anyway. Right, so I'm not even getting anywhere near any of these. I'm going to have to wait for a few back markers up here, and that's a waste of a gold it's cost me. I'd have probably done better in the P1 in the red than being in this car in the green. Four lapper with the F40 at Classic Ferrari. This is my main farming race. I'm pretty sure I was already on the 10 lappers because I won my Porsche 919 the first time it came out. I think that was the first special event they did. I know it's been hit and miss since, whether people actually win that or they win racing dollars or gold or something these days a lot of the time, but I'm pretty sure that was the first special event they ever did, and I won that Porsche on that road to Le Mans. So I didn't really do that 4-lapper with the F40 or the F50 very often, but I know it is a good farming race. But these days there's been so many new cars that come out and they've all got, I'm thinking about things like that Corvette CR7 or C7R, whatever it is, that nice Le Mans car. Well, there's a 7-lap Le Mans car in Le Mans race with that, and like the Aston GTE, that's got I think a 4-lapper Le Mans race. The Spider Showdown, that's another one. That's got a 4-lapper Le Mans. There's loads of the new cars that got Le Mans races. But I think when I've done that road to Le Mans, I don't think that at the time there wasn't even a Le Mans circuit. That was when that first came out. But whatever, if you've got any car, you can do anything at Le Mans. If there's a 4-lap Le Mans race in any car, don't matter what it is. Oh, right, it's going to be your best race. It's going to be any other track on the circuit because it's oh, go on, turn it on. Well, no. I take screenshots every time I level up, just in case things go wrong. I thought they was giving away the Zonda R, weren't they? Is it a Zonda F? I thought it was a Zonda R they was giving away. Right, so let me have a little look about this 10-lapper. PR for Endurance Kings is last year, is now 86. It was 86 when I done it, definitely. Josh, that's right, but some events are PR 95. Now that you're saying that, but I don't actually think that's, well, it wasn't the case when I did it anyway. They might have changed it, but it definitely wasn't the case when I done it. Because where you've got a race and it required a PR of 93, 94 or 95, I didn't actually do that race. I just did the speed snap and the autocross, whatever it was next to it, plus the time trials, and that kept opening it up. So I never had to do the my PR races. I got to the 10-lapper without having to do them. Because if you do the autocross and the speed snap, and I think I might have had to retry a couple of them, you know, quite a few times before I'd done the speed, but eventually I did beat it, and then it opened up the next tier, and I opened up the 10-lapper definitely before I had to do any of them IPR race things. So on that note, I'm going to have a break now for an hour or two. I'm going to come back for maybe another couple of hours racing in a couple of hours time if you're about. You don't want to keep doing this all day and all night because it sort of does you in a little bit now. So I'll let's have a quick look at that where he said about the tiers. Right, so McLaren generator, what's that? Right, so them tiers on the top where it says whatever it is, that is Yeah, that's always been the case, hasn't it? Has that changed now then? Yeah, they've all. I know they've all had names, and it's just Abe or whatever it is. Oh yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, I didn't really understand what you're saying. Yeah, I think it's always been like that, but I didn't know they changed that from a name now to just numbers. I didn't know they'd done that. Anyway, I'm going to have a break. I'm going to have my dinner and have a. It's dinner time. Have a dinner, go to the shop, and I'll come back in maybe a couple of hours time. See you then maybe. Good luck for now. Cheers.